Hey everybody, welcome back to Cheddar. That's JD, I'm Baker. When you think of wearable tech, Fitbits and smartwatches pretty much are the only things that really come to your mind. But our next company, they're actually looking to push the smart product market even further. Joining us now is Janett Liriano. She's the CEO of Lumia, which is a company creating smart textiles that you can actually send data back to the retailers on these. This is a really fascinating concept. How do you use technology and where is it at in these particular things, and who does this get sent to?
Oh, absolutely. So there's a few questions there, and I'll try to answer them in sequence.
Yes, good luck.
So I always believe in showing rather than telling. So when you think of a circuit, you think of wires, hard pieces of metal, nothing very comfortable for apparel or soft good applications. So first I'll demonstrate what a Lumia electronic layer would look like.
Okay, so it looks like this.
It
almost
looks
looks like
this.
it's a tie, almost
It
a
almost looks
pocket
like
square.
it's a tie, but really what you're looking at is a very small sample of what could be much larger.
Okay.
So this panel right here can heat.
Okay, and let me show this up to our camera.
Yeah, I want to make sure they.
This is what it looks like, and this has like almost almost like a USB port right here.
Yeah, and that connector is variable, so that could plug into a battery pack. It could connect to a wide variety of other things.
And so where would I sew this into a product?
Exactly.
Into
So
a jacket?
So what we deliver to brands B2B is pre-cut panels that they can sew into their jackets, put into their pants, shoes, so on. So really, again, showing is always better than telling. What you're looking at here is an integrated heated shoe. So the heating element is in the sole of the shoe and up the toe. The battery and all of the controls are in the heel, and it charges via induction. So you can actually put your hand in there and feel the heat.
Oh, I'm into that. It's almost, I feel like I'm at in a mystery thing. Like what's inside the shoe?
What's inside?
Oh, that is a warm shoe.
So
it's like somebody went and took a jog in this thing, and this is what it feels like on the inside.
And the thinking there is, form and functionality doesn't need to be super functional looking.
But especially in the
Fit
winter,
into
this would
design.
be amazing for so many women.
So you're gearing this towards not necessarily consumers, but really companies in terms of how they could harness the technology. It seems to me perhaps you identify less as a fashion company, more as a tech company, or am I misreading that?
That's exactly
Okay.
right. Think of us like Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex creates a material that's windproof and waterproof, and they sell it to whatever brand wants to add that functionality and value to their products. We see ourselves in the same way.
But on the for the customer, and I get it for like the companies that obviously want the data. Data is king. That's why everybody's paying so much for data. But for the consumer, what do we get in terms of giving our data of what we're doing with these particular products to the company?
Absolutely. Most everyone who has a smartphone knows that their data is being mined and sold by third parties. So we see an opportunity to collect this product-based data and empower the consumer to sell it to the brands, and in return they receive tokens that they can use for products, experiences, and so on that brands provide for them. So we're actually allowing the consumer to harness their personal data and receive rents on sharing it with brands. Brands on the other side really get meaningful data that they can improve their products on, which right now is a $100 billion problem.
Right.
In terms of misappropriating inventory, not understanding what people really need.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. No, exactly. But this is good. Talk to us about the exact types of data that is being gathered specifically. What could you garner? I mean, let's take the shoe for example. Someone wears a shoe. I know it's like there are temperature considerations. What exactly is being harnessed?
And by the way, is this light? I thought this was a sparkle at first. Does this mean that
this
the shoe is
light
on?
You can change it. You can press it, and
But does this mean it's on?
It means it's on, and it means it's on low. So if you click it again,
right.
it's medium. If you click it again, it changes.
It's just
to
basically
Can't see on that
depending
camera
upon my
there,
mood. I can change it.
Or how
It's like a mood ring on your shoe.
But to answer your question, the kind of data that we can harvest is really what the brand wants. Use, motion, is somebody jogging in this very often? Do they wear it at 45 degrees and below? And all that product data can inform future decisions. Understanding how your customers interact with your products makes better ones in the future.
Are there any considerations on your end that the companies or clients you work with ensure that their relationship with their customer is fully transparent about the information that's being gathered? You say this is information undoubtedly the company always wants, but is a day-to-day consumer always going to be 100% comfortable with having this information wind up back in the hands of a big business?
So that's one of the core tenets of Tile. We're creating this platform on the blockchain, and I know blockchain has been a very buzzy word, but this is actually a great application for the trade of that data. So a user would plug something like this into a computer or connect their product to their phone and share it on a secure blockchain platform to trade that data peer-to-peer. So it's completely in their hands. We're not holding this data and selling it to them.
So we have the shoes here, but there's another particular item you guys are going to be launching about this time next year, which is a jacket as well. So tell us a little bit about the components to the jacket.
It's not much different than this, just imagine it larger. We I'm not sure if you've ever seen a garment being constructed, but the pattern is shaped and then sewn together.
Right.
So we deliver shaped and pre-cut panels that heat, and they'll sew it into the lining, and it'll look and feel just like the ones you're wearing, except it'll get warm when you're cold.
And what's fascinating is like you guys have been at multiple fashion weeks before, so
That's
obviously
right.
the fashion community is really embracing this particular trend. Where do you think the evolution in terms of tech and fashion really came to a head in terms of the fashion industry wanting to embrace tech as much as they have?
Absolutely. Something that I say often is that innovation creates margin, and the apparel space is really starting to understand by adding value and functionality and technology, you can command a higher price point and command more magical user experiences. So we're seeing them looking away from LED light applications to something that really enhances the product. Where we're useful is that we don't interfere with the design of a good.
Right.
We kind of hide in the background and work our magic and support the design.
Exactly.
So that's where we feel that our approach to wearables, which we don't really like to call ourselves, but our approach to
And that, by the way, is speaking of Fashion Week, that's one of your dresses, and that's
right.
amazing. That is
And
a
it's
hot
changing
dress,
color right
and you
there.
have no
It's changing
idea
color, right.
that it has a tech component to it whatsoever. Where is the USB in that one?
Well, it's a very slim battery that's inside the dress that triggers the color change.
Is this how you see the future of clothes in the retail space? Is that at some
I
point
do.
everything we wear to some capacity is
Well,
going to be
that's our goal.
hardwired and information is going to go to somewhere out?
But to the flip side of that, think of how many extra garments you get because of the color change.
Exactly. Well, I absolutely, to answer your question
that's
and
a good
address yours, I think that all products of value will have a function besides just being on your body. Whether it's lighting, heating, sensing, collecting data to get you some money, it'll do something. That's what we expect. of our
Clothes,
products.
jewelry.
Clothes, jewelry.
I think this
That's
is
the
so
need.
cool. So really quickly, what's the next 5 to 10 years for Lumia? Where are we seeing this trend? Where are you seeing fashion and technology transform down the road? Where will we be seeing your products in?
I see us beyond fashion and apparel. You know, how about a capacitive touch steering wheel that can tell you're falling asleep because of change of pressure and wake you up by jostling your
that.
chair? What about sensing mattresses in hospital beds that can tell the nurse that the patient hasn't been turned? There's a lot of places that this technology can go that right now is contained to computers and phones. So we really see a future where Lumia is everywhere, adding value, not distracting.
Wow.
Really amazing stuff.
It is
Janett
really
Liriano,
amazing.
CEO
Yeah.
over at Lumia. I can't wait. If you guys have a mail jacket,
Oh,
that's
I'll
a
send it to you.
blazer,
I'll
bring it
send
to me
it
and
to
I'll
you.
wear it on the show.
Yeah, Thais,
Great.
no, it's awesome. Congratulations. I mean,
thank
really ingenious stuff. Far different from many other people you see on the market. So congratulations.
Appreciate that.